Good day, everyone. Welcome to today's edition of our Workplace Reality Podcast, powered by Kenex Consult International. In this podcast, looking at things that happens in the workplace. And for today's topic, we're looking at certification and years of experience. What gives a candidate more edge in the competitive market? If it's his years of experience or his certification. And to make it interesting, we have two guests in our panel today who are going to discuss this topic. Mr. Kalu, who is discussing how certifications gives a candidate edge, and Mrs. Costa, who is saying years of experience can make you to be at edge. So, Mr. Kalu, why do you believe certifications makes a candidate to be at advantage?
Okay, good day, viewers. Thank you, Mr. Host, for that question. I actually came prepared for the podcast. I have written down some points to buttress my side. I will be speaking on the side of certification, but I'll be taking my points one after another to allow her also give her own points so I can counsel them as they come. The first point here will be certification offers a structured curriculum. If you've taken any certification course online, maybe Allison, Udemy, even before you start taking the course, it has a structured curriculum. They take you through the nitty-gritties of whatever you have to get on that certification. And I don't think experience works that way. You might be 5 years experienced in a kiosk of making sales. That doesn't count when that same person with that 5 years of experience selling in a kiosk is taken as a sales rep to a mega organization. That person will flop because the stage has been raised. But on the side of certification, it is a structured curriculum that meets universal standard of expertise. I think that will be my first point, why I allow my opponents to speak on her side.
Okay, good day, everyone. Good day, viewers. Thank you for this opportunity for me to speak. Okay, what I'm saying is experience, you have more edge in experience based on there are some companies you will go, they will not want, even as much as you have that certificate, they will just want you to have an experience. Let's take an instance in sales. There are some issues that you can handle while attending to a customer. There's a way you approach a customer, even as much as have the certificate, but your approach or your experience, let me say, you're quick in solving an issue, gives you more aid and be able to handle that pressure. It gives you more advantage and you have more experience in such field more than the person that have a certificate.
Mr. Kalu, while you were speaking, you made mention of how certifications can make a candidate stand at edge. Not to counter what you have said, but you will agree with me that many employers see certifications as paper. What they are interested in is your years of experience, what you can bring to the table. So, of course, some persons use a certificate, but they don't have the certificate. Certificate is the experience. So what makes you think that someone who has a certificate can still stand at edge when he lacks those experience?
Okay, your question is that most employers see certification as paper.
Yes.
And how does the candidate for the job counter that?
Yes.
Before I'll answer your question, you agree with me that most recruitment firms now they use filters, HR filters.
Yes.
They use some automated systems.
Yes.
And if for an opening, they said they need someone with NEBOSH and 2,000 people apply, and the ATS filters everyone without NEBOSH, without knowing if they have 20 or 30 years experience. All it wants is that certification. At no point is the ATS checking if they have 15 years of experience, 10 years experience. What it wants is who has NEBOSH to give to them. So at that point, have you already seen that they filtered off experience just by wanting certification? So certification will always give you an edge over experience.
How will it give you an edge over experience?
The certification were not just printed and given to you. You went through rigorous training sessions, which most times they try to simulate real life experiences. More like they are putting you on the hot seat as though you are doing the job before you are giving those certifications. So you are already tested per se before the certification is given to you.
Let me cut you short. That's the process of training, is you having an experience. Certificate you're talking about is just like you going to school, acquiring that knowledge. But this one, even if you're going for a training, they will train you in that field for you to know about it. In as much as you have experience, you venture into that particular field, but they will train you for you to have an idea, not just in writing it or maybe in book aspects, but you have an idea. That knowledge is experience, you having the experience.
Thank you for adding more points to mine. Because your experience should be experience on the job, not experience as per certification.
No.
You are helping me out here to
No,
prove
they
my
are
stuff.
training
Miss
you.
Constance, you spoke about how experience can make someone stand at edge.
Yes.
Now, let me tell you something. Especially in the oil and gas sector, there's what they call refresher course. What was obtainable yesterday will not be obtainable tomorrow. That's why you need to go and get certifications. And you will agree with me that those people who have experience are always resistant to change. The people that don't like to upgrade themselves. That's why it's like you need to get certifications to always upskill. And so, how do we reconcile the two of them?
Okay, thank you for that. I will say that experience, some companies now, in as much as you've already have the certificates, they want you to have an experience of what you are venturing into. Ability to counter risk, like you have a challenge, can be able to solve it. Not just about the paper aspect. They want to know that, yeah, know this, and do it as a field. So they will want you to show in that work that you are not just your certificate for an interview. Okay, they want somebody this field, they want somebody that have 15 years experience or 5 years experience. You that just have certificates, you know that they will not choose you. They want that person that have experience based on you can be able to solve this issue. You can be able to deliver.
It's Constance. Do you know you can be 15 years experience in doing the wrong thing?
No. What the experience there is, you know what you are doing. You have this confidence, you have this knowledge to impact. You know this is what I am doing. Not about it's not
Cut you short there. I've worked in an organization where there are slots given to indigent people. Like, you have to have 2-3 indigens.
okay.
Some days they come to work, some days they don't come to work. At the end, they might have stayed in company for 5 years. They'll say they have 5 years experience working, doing nothing. You can't compare that experience with certification. Certification means you are committed to constant growth. Every day you are upgrading yourself. You've done HSC 1, you are going for 2 and 3. You are upgrading. You are no more in the former things. You are meeting up new standards every day. That's what certification does to you. Not remaining in one confined space for 15 years, telling me you have 15 years experience doing nothing, talking archaic methods of doing things, no upgrade. No, now. Certification is the real deal here. It gives the candidate an edge over working experience.
The experience I'm talking about is your ability to deliver, whether you are being supervised or not.
Do you know that in most organizations, you stand a chance of higher earnings and even bonuses for your certification?
No.
Most times they reimburse you. You say, no, let's go to, I thank God the graduates. Let's say a lecturer 2
Okay.
with his MSc
Alright.
goes and gets his PhD, add this to his CV,
Yes.
and becomes a senior lecturer. Will he still be earning what he was earning as a lecturer 2?
See what I'm saying.
Will he still be earning what he was earning as a lecturer 2? What made the difference in his earnings? That's his PhD added. If he has his professorship, his salary will be increased. That's an additional earning because of his certifications. Who has asked how many years he has stayed in the institution? What they know is which certification is he bringing to the table. If he used university students to do the get work and get his PhD, nobody asks, is that certification we want? So certification gives the candidate an edge over years of experience.
We've heard your points, very, very valid points, how certifications and experience can make someone to stand at edge. It's wanting to get the job. It's wanting to stay in the job. And for me, the most important part is staying in the job. So which one makes someone stays in the job? Is it the years of experience or certifications?
Either you get your job with the certifications, like I said, or you get your job through your years of experience, like my sister said. I believe to remain on the job, you need to get certifications. You don't need to be found where you were last year. By this year. Keep upgrading yourself. I think that's all I have to say.
Thank you, Constance.
And I would say you have gotten the job, whether you remain through your certification or your experience. I would think that experience that will keep you the job. Based on you've already gotten the job. Now you just have to spread your eggs, know more about the work, have more knowledge about whatever field that you ventured into. have the experience so that it can also take you to a higher place or a higher level. I think that's.
Thank you very much. Now we have seen how certifications and experience are very important. Two of them are valid. They are very, very important in the workplace. You can't do without the other. You need the experience and you also need the certification. They work pari passu. Cases where they are being applied. For an entry level, someone who's just finishing graduation, he needs certification. Certification is a proof that you have done this. For someone who is trying to switch to a different career, you need certification. Someone who was in tech and is transitioning into sales, certainly you must do a course that shows that you are switching to a different role. Certifications is just theoretical. What you get on certification is just theoretical. You still need to be in the work. So we can see that experience is important. Certifications are also important. Thank Mr. Kalu for coming out and sharing his thoughts.
Thank you for
Thank you, Ms. Constance, for a very insightful section. We hope to see you and discuss with you again. I think there will be a part 2 of this. Thank you, viewers, for staying tuned till this time in this podcast. I hope you gain value for your time. Are you on the side of certifications or on the side of experience? Which one appeals to you more? Let's hear you in the comment section. Are you in Port Harcourt or anywhere within Nigeria or even outside the country? Are you currently looking for a job? We have a job opportunity for you. Join our channel and apply using this number that is displayed on the screen. Send your CVs across and we'll connect you to a job. See you in our next podcast and our career consultation day. Thank you.